Now I'll be demonstrating a foundation row in Tunisian crochet. There are many options for hooks. Here is a standard Afghan hook, Tunisian hook. You can use a regular crochet hook if you want. These will make a project about the size of a scarf. Just put a rubber band here at the end, and because of this indention here, not an indention but extension I guess, you make your stitches higher than you would, make them loose so that it doesn't get stuck here. If you stitch too tightly, it's going to get stuck, and trying to push them down that hook is going to be awful. I'm going to use a shorter hook here that I have because it's easier under the camera. This one does not have a large bump here. It does have a thumb place to put your thumb or finger, but it does not have that. So I think that this will work well for these small swatches that I'll be doing. So just make a circle. You're going to start off with a chain just like you would any or most of other crochet projects. Place the yarn in the back and insert your hook under that piece of yarn. Now pull up, pulling on these legs, and adjust, and that is your slip knot. Now what I'll be doing is making a chain to begin. So you wrap your hook around the yarn like that, turn the hook down and pull it through. That's just a simple chain, and we're going to do 10 of those. That's 2. Now yarn over and pull a loop through. Yarn over, pull a loop through. Now see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to make these stitches loosely if you can. It just makes it easier on that first row. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now if you'll notice, I have an overhand or knife hold here for my hook. It does make it easier when you're doing Tunisian crochet to hold the hook this way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this chain over. I much prefer to stitch into this back bump back here of the chain. It just makes a cleaner finished edge, and I believe it may help a little bit with the curling of Tunisian crochet. Maybe not a lot, but a little bit it may help. So instead of stitching into the chain from the front, I'm going to stitch into the back of the chain. Now see this back bar right here? And I like to just pull up on it a little bit and insert my hook and yarn over just like before and pull a loop through and leave that loop there. Now we have 2 stitches. We're going to end with 10 loops on our hook, and that is the normal procedure for Tunisian crochet. If you start off with 10 chains, you'll have 10 loops on your hook. So let's continue. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull a loop through. And see, I pull up on that a little bit, pull a loop through. Now we have 4, 5, 6, pull a loop through, 7, and now 8, 9 is this one, and then our last one right here on the end, 10. Now you've pulled up all your loops. When you're learning these stitches, I do recommend that you count the loops because it's easy to miss some. So in the beginning, before you get familiar with what you're doing, always count those loops. I really suggest that you do that and do it as a regular thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 chains and 10 loops. That's all we need. Now to begin the closing, because we need to get all these loops off of the hook, we're going to start by chaining the first one. Just yarn over and pull a loop through. That's a chain. That closes the first loop. It's different than the remaining. Now yarn over and pull through 2. Now 2 here is this one and this one. 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to keep pulling through 2. This is the standard typical closing for Tunisian crochet. You will see it many, many times as you look at patterns. Pull through 2. It's chain 1, then yarn over, pull through 2 all the way across. And then you will have 1 loop remaining on your hook. 1 loop, and that's what it will look like.